Pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity will continue today across southeast Texas and the upper Texas Gulf Coast. Maybe a few strong to severe storms from the big country through North Texas, Texoma, and the Arklatex. What's next? Let's talk about it in this Hump Day edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Hi there, it's Wednesday, the 18th of June, 2025. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Boldy-in-Chief David Reimer. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon, morning, whatever time you may be watching, whether it is today or 4 years from today. Who knows? That's the magical land of YouTube for you. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up to help our video content get shared with more Texans wanting to know about the weather. Speaking of weather, well, guess what? We do have the opportunity, chance, the unfortunate mishap of having to deal with a few stronger thunderstorms going into this afternoon and tonight across parts of the state. Severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center showing the potential for isolated, maybe widely scattered severe storms from the big country, northwest Texas east through Texoma, North Texas, northeast Texas, and the Arklatex, including places like Wichita Falls, DFW, Sherman, Gainesville, Paris, Bonham, east along 82 to New Boston, Texarkana, down I-30 through Mount Vernon, Mount Pleasant, and Greenville. Maybe a couple of storms as well, Tyler, out towards Abilene. Now, I don't expect widespread thunderstorm activity today in these regions. This is going to be more of a conditional threat if we have a boundary push south of the Red River this afternoon from thunderstorms that moved across Oklahoma last night. If we get storms in this region or these regions heading into this afternoon and evening, the potential for some of them to produce pocket change size hail, nickels, quarters, maybe $half, around an inch in diameter. Localized wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour, which, would cause some wind damage. Tornado threat is very low. We'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, the opportunity for some storms in southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle this afternoon, those would be the typical summertime pop-ups that tend to rain themselves out within an hour but can have heavy rain, frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, and gusty winds. When thunder roars, go indoors. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model. And let's take a look. You can see this has the boundary a little farther north this afternoon up in Oklahoma. That would keep most of the rain chances north of the Red River if that is correct. We'll have to see where that boundary ends up by this afternoon, but wherever it ends up, we're probably going to see a few pop-up storms. Otherwise, this afternoon, and again Thursday afternoon, we do expect pop-up popcorn type shower and thunderstorm activity southeast Texas, the Brazos Valley, East Texas, into the Golden Triangle. That's your typical summertime activity where the atmosphere heats up in the afternoon with all that tropical moisture in place. You get some bubbles. They start throwing out some lightning strikes, brief heavy rain, gusty winds. It's all over within an hour typically at your location. A new one pops up, 10 miles away. Very much the hit or miss type situation where you could get an inch of rain. Your neighbors half a mile away may not see a drop. So not expecting widespread rain activity. With that, fire weather danger over the next couple of days. High to very high fire danger today in the borderland of far west Texas. Otherwise, we're looking at moderate to high fire danger across the western third of the state going into today, Thursday, and Friday. Low fire danger continues across eastern parts of Texas. Here's the long-range American weather model, the global forecast system. Well, guess what? You can see some increased precipitation down there in Mexico. That's going to be from a hurricane or the remnants thereof that we'll talk about in just a couple of minutes. But as we get into early next week, the moisture from that tropical system may flow north across Mexico into parts of the borderland, far west Texas, New Mexico, resulting in maybe some increased chances for showers and thunderstorms. As you can see, this model does indicate that across the Trans-Pecos, the Big Bend, maybe the Permian Basin, West Texas, the borderland of far west Texas, into the Guadalupe and Davis Mountains. Otherwise, New Mexico, well, getting some rain, probably some debris flows as well, unfortunately, with that, but almost a monsoonal look setting up for y'all. Otherwise, maybe some pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity across the southeastern parts of the state. going into next week, but we're not seeing any indications of organized rain or thunderstorm activity, excluding maybe some of that chance today near that remnant outflow boundary. For the rest of the state, outside of, well, monsoonal activity across far western portions of Texas early next week, which means, yeah, summer is most definitely here. Forecast rain totals over the next 5 days. Again, you can see some of that moisture from the remnant tropical system down the Rio Grande Valley, deep south Texas, and out into far western portions of Texas, the Trans-Pecos, Davis Guadalupe Mountains. Otherwise, a lot of the rain splotches you see on here are going to be from pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity. And again, don't take this, greenish map to heart, because it's going to be a lot more hit or miss than what this map shows. And, I mean, if you end up under one of these pop-up showers and storms, you might get an inch of rain in 30 minutes. Well, again, 80% of your neighbors aren't going to see a thing. So, widespread rain not looking likely for a vast majority of Texas over the next 5 to 7 days. Here's the National Hurricane Center tropical weather outlook for the Gulf, Caribbean, and the Atlantic Basin. No tropical mischief expected over the next 7 days. That continues to be consistent. Now, on the Pacific side, we have Hurricane Erick rapidly intensifying now as of 9 a.m. Central. Max sustained winds up to 85 miles per hour. This will likely become a major hurricane before making landfall tonight into tomorrow morning down in Mexico. That will bring sustained winds over 115 miles per hour. You can see once it gets inland, it's going to smash into some higher terrain and mountains, and it's going to evaporate faster than my hairline did. But the remnant moisture from Erick is going to be transported north across Mexico into southwestern parts of the United States over the weekend, early next week, resulting in some of those increased rain chances across far western parts of Texas. Is going to be the name of the game for weather across Texas over the next 5 days. Unless you get under one of those magical pop-up showers or storms that could cool things off for a little bit, but then the humidity is going to be oppressive. Unfortunately, regardless, we're looking at temperatures mainly in summertime values now for the rest of, summer, probably. Today, 105 in El Paso. We're looking at 100 to 102 in Odessa, Midland, 102 in Laredo, and Del Rio. Mid to upper 90s from South Texas up I-35 through Central Texas, North Texas. Eastern half of the state, highs mostly upper 80s, low 90s, with humidity making it feel like upper 90s. Heading into Thursday, temperatures close to 100 in places like Vernon, Childress, 102 El Paso. A couple degrees less hot across Permian Basin down the Rio Grande Plains. We may sit at 98 to 99 versus 100 to 102. Big wahoo. Heading into Friday, temperatures getting closer to 100 in the Panhandle, Northwest Texas, West Texas, 102 in the Borderland down in El Paso, and most of the state in the 90s. It's going to be hot, that's for sure. Heading into Saturday, high temperatures, similar story, mid to upper 90s. A couple folks right above 100, a couple folks staying in the upper 80s, but with humidity values as high as they are, where folks are going to be in the 80s, it's still going to feel like mid to upper 90s. And then on Sunday, as a upper level high pressure begins to shift east of us, kind of towards the eastern half of the United States, we may be a few degrees less hot, with temperatures closer to the low to mid 90s versus upper 90s and triple digits. But guess what? It's summer. It's going to stay hot unless there's some drastic change. Heading into the final week of June, the Climate Prediction Center indicating that we may be a little wetter than average, but I also want to preface that by saying we're not typically all that wet here in late June into early July, so even the chance for a few showers can make this look better than it really appears. Now, we are expecting increased moisture across, the borderland down to New Mexico, Arizona as they start their monsoon season, and we get some moisture from that remnant hurricane coming into Mexico over the next few days, but I wouldn't get too hopeful looking at this map in the long range. For most of Texas, it's probably just the opportunity for some pop-up shower and storm activity versus, everyone getting inches of rain. Otherwise, that is going to be it for your Hump Day edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. As always, we appreciate y'all watching us to the magical land of YouTubes. If you haven't already, download the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps to your device. You can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, no matter where you are in the continental United States, daily Texas weather roundups, and more. We'll be back bright and early on Thursday with your next weather roundup. We'll keep an eye out for those storm chances heading into the afternoon and evening today as well. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. Stay cool. God bless.